It's the Al Travis Show, and we've got him, Jerry Groskreutz, in talking farming. You know he's all that and then some when he hangs around with just people with crowns on. Today, he's sitting in the studio, and he's got two of these young ladies with crowns on. Jerry, thanks for being here. How you doing, my friend?
Well, need we say more? This is why it's so much fun. I mean, get to hang around with class. We can use a little class in the studio once in a while, you know.
Would not hurt. What are the two ladies' names, and what do they do?
We'll let them introduce themselves.
All right.
I'm Ellie Rice. I'm one of the 2024 Rice County Fair Ambassadors.
And my name is Alyssa Malika, the other one of the 2024 Rice County Fair Ambassadors.
I don't want to throw this at you, but 2024 ambassador seems like your old hat. Could we get the 2025 ambassadors in here? What am I missing? It's 2025.
You're a little ahead. Explain it, Ellie.
Our coordination for this year is July 16th. So that's when we'll hand down our titles to the new group.
And will you do that willingly? Because I find this hard to believe after the years of doing this sort of thing, that one young lady giving the hat, the headgear to the next, there isn't something like, I don't want to. You tell me you've never been jealous. No, I don't want to give it up. I'm going to keep mine and walk away. Yeah, you're shaking your head. You've had that thought. You have, haven't you? It's radio. Shaking your head doesn't work. Tell me I'm right.
I have.
Yeah. And you, the one in the middle? I'm sorry, I missed the name.
Alyssa. Yeah, I have thought about that.
See, and I say you two get together and just say we're done with the tradition of handing it down. We'll give it up when we're darn well pleased, okay? We'll let you know when we're done.
Yeah,
that should be fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So you guys are from Rice County. You're with the fair. Are you come from the farm? Is that taking it too far?
Well, I grew up on a family farm. My grandpa, my aunts and uncles have farms, so I kind of grew up around there. I've always lived in the country. I've never really lived in town here, so.
Yeah, same with me. I grew up on a family farm with my grandpa, and now my uncle has it, and I have always lived in the country.
All right. The reason I ask, and Jerry, you're going to be the arbitrator of this, I would like each of you to describe to me how large an acre is. This Minnesota Corn Group, somebody did this thing. They went out and asked people what an acre was, and to be quite frank, most of us have no idea. Can you describe to me roughly what an acre is, Alyssa?
Get your cell phone. Hurry up and say how many square.
Oh, is that what she's doing? Is she looking it up? No, give me an idea. What the size of a football field?
No, smaller. I feel like it's smaller than that. Yeah,
I would say a football field would probably be 4 or 5 acres.
Yeah.
Oh, so no, really? Okay, I would have been wrong on that. So so just for folks to know, so Jerry, 360, what is that? 180, 90 acres is roughly a quarter. What's a quarter plot?
A quarter section?
Yeah, quarter section.
160 acres.
160 acres. So that would be roughly then, if I'm doing this right, 4 football fields. Oh,
no. Yeah, somewhere in there. A little bit more than 4 football fields, but you're kind of on the right track.
All right. Well, I was just
here, put
amazed.
In perspective, a half an acre is a half a mile by half a mile.
There you go.
That's 160 acres.
So I was just wondering, because people they did that thing, and most people do not have a clue how big it is. I would have guessed a football field, and I would have been off by 5 times. That's not cool. Not good at all.
That's the first time in your life you'd have been off, right?
No, that's true, Jerry. So mark the calendar down. So what do you guys do as Rice County ambassadors? I mean, you travel the globe. Have you been like to China trying to sell stuff? What do you do as the ambassador for all of Rice County?
Show them your wave.
So we do
wave.
We go to surrounding towns, and we go to their like coronations or pageants for their royalty programs, and then usually after that is a parade. We've gone to Lonsdale, Dam Days, Bullhead Days, Jordan, Jesse James Days. We've gone to all of those parades that are like surrounding us.
And listen, you seem to be the honest one. Do you get? I'm sorry, I judge people easily. Do you find yourself looking down upon the other little queens and their little pageants when you're riding around to Dam Days, or do you look down upon them? Let's be honest.
No, actually,
no?
I don't.
Oh, You're not as much fun as I thought. Okay. Just kidding. What's your favorite parade?
Jesse James Days was mine.
And why? All the shooting and gunfire?
Because it was super long, and that was our biggest event of the year. Like, there was a lot of different royalty there, like so many different people. So it was really cool to meet everybody.
How about you, Alyssa? You have a favorite?
I would say probably the Bullhead Days. It was really fun. There were a lot of curves, and it was just really fun.
All right, fair enough. And do you guys get to throw candy and stuff? And do you ride in a convertible? Who arranges such things?
We don't get to throw candy.
Oh,
Gretchen isn't a fan. But we actually ride on a float. We have a float made, so we ride on that.
Okay, then what's a float look like? What do you mean, you just got a float? Who's got a float in the backyard? You just got a float? I mean, what does that mean?
It's like, how do you even explain it?
Is it got like a million roses on it, like you see on TV during the Rose Day Parade? Oh, that'd be huge.
It's like a
bale rack decorated.
Yeah, and it's all decorated, and we have like benches, like nice benches that we sit on.
All right, fair enough.
Now, you know what's really cool about it? They changed it years ago. It used to be the Rice County Fair Queen, gals only. Well, now a number of years ago, it changed to Fair Ambassador, so guys can get involved, and Junior Ambassador, age kids 6 to 10, guys and gals. Now, Al, unless things have changed, if you were a fine young specimen, 16, 18, 20 years old, be an ambassador, get to hang around with ladies at all the parades and the events and the whole week at the Rice County Fair. Huh?
Yeah, I think you could talking to somebody there. I'd go with that. Obviously, these two ladies kicked everyone else's butt. How big a contest was it? Can I ask how many people were in?
For the juniors, there was probably eight or 9 kids, and then for the big ambassadors, there was only 4 of us, but only 2 of us got crowned. So, all
right. Let me ask you guys a question. Jerry's going to give us the definitive answer on this, and you guys take another guess, because you're ambassadors. You've been out all throughout Rice County, I presume. You've been everywhere. So here's the question. Corn and soybean planting season is wrapping up. According to the USDA, the first June crop report. How far along is Minnesota's corn crop? How much has emerged? Give me a rough number, a percentage.
95. Almost 100%.
Almost 100%, like 95.
So do you find this, is this how you did it in school? Ask the teacher to give you the answer, then you shout it out like it was your answer?
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, you're wrong. You and Jerry are wrong. 87%, Jerry. I thought that was weird. 87%. 13% has not emerged yet.
I'll tell you what, it's not in our neck of the woods because all of our corn is V4, V5, and V6.
I don't disagree. That's why when I read it, I said this is weird. Now, Alyssa, you do me right. I'm asking you the question, how much of soybeans have emerged in the state of Minnesota, according to the USDA June crop progress report? You're looking at Jerry, too. Was Jerry just hand out answers? Then you all move off camera so I can't see who's cheating.
Like 70%.
Jerry, is that a good answer in your book?
I think that's a pretty close answer.
It's 73%, and I think somebody got on their phone and looked first. That's what I'm thinking. Yes, no, somebody cheated, didn't they?
No, we didn't. We did it.
Nope.
You got a smile on your face. You probably cheated. All right. All right. One last thing, if I can, Jerry. This is the only other question I had, and ladies, you can weigh in if you feel up for it. According to Brownfield, Europe is looking into our cows. They're not too thrilled about our meat when we send it over there, Jerry. What's wrong with our cows and our pork and sending it to other countries? Why are they not taking it, and what is the issue?
It's called trade protectionism and manufacturing excuses not to take our beef. Is that blunt enough, Al, for you?
Well, is that a crap lie out of you? And what I mean by that is, I was watching this show on History Channel, whatever it was, and they're catching people trying to bring stuff into the U.S., right? The border protection folks. And they got this guy, and I don't know, from China, and he's bringing in like these earthworm things that he just loves. They eat them there. Don't make that face. They do. It's a thing. Anyway, he's trying to sneak this stuff in, and of course they get him, and they say, no, you can't do that. We don't let other food in. Why would a cow be any different than a weird worm?
There's the thing you have to be careful about is if people start bringing in things not inspected, you might be bringing in insects, you might be bringing in different funguses and diseases. So that's why, for example, you could bring in foot and mouth disease in a ham sandwich.
No.
Yeah. So that's why, or some of the worst insect pests that we've had threatening our fruit crop, like apples and oranges, accidentally was brought into this country when somebody was on vacation and brought it in.
Yeah.
So that's why you pay attention to what border security when you go through customs coming in. But this is a whole different ballgame where it's inspected by the USDA for export, and then they're using it just as a trade protectionism. And that's part of what all the hullabaloo was about with President Trump and the unfair trade practices, that we take their product inspected and they won't take any of ours.
All right,
and
fair enough.
We could talk about that for the next day and a half. We still wouldn't have it covered.
And we will do that. I want to find out how much these young ladies did. How many turkey plants have you visited in Rice County this year?
A big whopping 0.
Are you saving it up to do it this month? Because I presume you all know that June is Turkey Lover Month here in the state of Minnesota. Am I telling you guys something you didn't know? And who are you looking at behind the camera? Somebody should teach you. It's Turkey Lover Month in Minnesota.
I didn't know that. I knew it was Dairy Month, but I didn't know it was Turkey Lover Month. But I suppose my wife used to work for Genio Turkey Store, so she said every month is Turkey Loving Month.
Well, according to this MDA, it says Minnesota loves turkeys. June is Turkey Lover Month. No one raises more turkeys. 40 million birds are raised here per year. No matter how you enjoy your turkey, appreciated. 26,000 jobs to our state, $1 billion in the economy. Happy June Turkey Lovers Month. And who doesn't love turkey?
And you know why Minnesota's #1 in turkey production? Because of people like Jerry that raises corn and soybeans to feed them.
Oh, good God. Comes back to Jerry being a great farmer. It's the only reason this state still exists. Guys, I got to go. We're out of time. I do appreciate it. Ladies, very nice to meet you. Thanks for doing the show with us. Jerry, is always a pleasure, and thanks for keeping Minnesota afloat just by being you. Jerry Groskreutz on the Al Travis Show. More right after this.